Alright, so my favorite camp towel company went out of business, and ever since then I've been trying to find an alternative and a replacement, and it's been a challenge. It's a lot more challenging than I thought it was going to be. So in this video I want to talk about the towel and the journey that I've been on to find the perfect towel, what I expect from a towel, why my favorite is my favorite, and what I look for when I'm shopping for a camp towel. And when I started off this journey, I started with beach towels. I started with you go to Walmart, you pick the fancy design, and that's your towel. You know what I mean? But the problem is they're big, they're bulky, they're heavy, they take a long time to dry out. And so I went on the market looking for something that is a quick dry, small, compact, packable, something I can throw in a backpack, I can throw in a beach bag, and it's not taking up a ton of room inside the bag itself. I wanted it to be able to dry quickly so that when I dry myself off, I'm usually ready to go. You know what I mean? I didn't want to deal with a soaking wet towel inside my vehicle. I wanted to be able to hang it up for a few minutes as I pack up and get ready to leave and have it dry enough to where I could put it on the back seat, put it somewhere, and I wasn't scared of it ruining everything or soaking whatever I put it on. And I found these Fox Outfitters towels, and these have been really good. Me and Caroline each have one. They work really well. We used them for a long time, and the only issue that I really had with them at the time was that they were kind of expensive. When I bought these years ago, I think they were like $20 a piece. So you get one towel for $20, and the price of these has come down a lot. And so I will leave links to everything in the description box down below, and I'm pretty sure you can get this same towel now for like $11 or something like that. Now you'll have to click on the links to find out the actual price, but they've come down a lot. But at the time, Country Bound sent me these towels to review for free. And when I got these towels, you can buy this set, so there's a set of 3 different kinds of towels in here, for $20. So for the same money as one of these, you could have got this whole system. And this system changed the way I think about camp towels. Because inside this little bag, this is the one that I use all the time. This is the one I still use. So I'm going to show you other options, but when I'm not testing towels, when I'm not doing anything involving towels, this is the system that I bring with me. And this comes with a hand towel. So just a little hand towel with the loop in the corner, and it can button and clasp shut, and so you can hang it on a tree branch, you can hang it on a ridge line. When you hang something on a ridge line this way, it takes up a lot of that ridge line. You know what I mean? And so you got to span it quite a long ways to dry off a couple towels. And so being able to hang them is a really good feature. And the advantage to this system is it comes with the hand towel, a little rag. And so the rag is usually what I bring with me. I usually always bring the rag with me. Sometimes I bring the big towel. And this towel has only been ever used for the dog. Okay, so when I take the dog camping, this comes with me, and I use this to dry her off. And so the thing that makes this so much better, other than the fact that it comes with more towels, is a very simple feature. So this is a big, huge beach towel, right? And on the Fox Outdoors, the hanging loop is on the corner. Just like most towels, most microfiber towels, the loop is on the corner. Meaning that when you hang it, you have to hang it really high or it's going to be on the ground. Okay? And that drove me nuts. And so what I would usually do is I'd usually just clamp something on here and hang it from the side. Well, this one has the loop on the large towel on the side. Meaning that I can hang this in the door frame of my Jeep, and it can just hang there and dry. I don't have to worry about it getting full of sand and mud and nastiness from being on the ground. I can hang this on a short branch. I can run a ridge line normal height and I can hang this on there and it's not dragging on the ground because there's so much less material. The travel of the water is much shorter, because if I were to hang this from the corner like most camp towels or microfiber towels we do, it has to travel all this way. You know what I mean? And so finding something that high, especially if you have a car, isn't easy, right? You cut the material in half by having it on the side here. Now you can put this almost anywhere. And that blew my mind. It was so convenient. It was so easy to use. Like I said, when we took Caroline's car to the beach, we could hang this in her car door frame. When we went camping, the ridge line, I could hang it at normal height. I wasn't trying to do everything way up here. I was just normal ridge line, hang whatever I needed to hang on it. It was so convenient. And it brought, and this thing had problems I didn't even know it had. Because here, I'll even show you. So on this one, the loop is in the corner. And so you have all this material that you got to make room for, and then you can snap it around a branch, you can snap it around whatever, but finding a branch that tall up and then snapping this around it, it's doable. I did it. It's easy, but it's not as easy as the Country Bound. And because the Country Bound went out of business, I've been on the search to find something just like it, because I want everybody to enjoy the same features. I made a video for Country Bound. Like I said, they sent it to me for free to review on the channel. And everybody's at, where do I get those towers? Where do I get them? Where do I get them? Where do I get them? And you can't anymore. They used to be available on Amazon. They're not available on Amazon anymore. Then they had their own website, and you could get them from their website. Their website, I can't find their website anymore. And so I was on the market, and I found these. These are a Gyrus brand towel. Now these were what I thought was going to be the answer to what I was looking for, because it comes with a little hand towel with the loop on the corner. Now the issue that I had with these, the only issue that I had, was these loops are very chintzy. They're very, I don't think they're as secure as the Country Bound or the Fox Outdoors. They don't feel secure. I'm always scared that the wind is going to wreck these, especially on a tree branch where it's rough. I'm always worried about these breaking and fraying, and I don't trust the loops. But this one has a loop on the corner with this one. And then you have your little hand towel with a loop on the corner. Or this is a rag with a loop on the corner. Again, this is very chintzy. I don't like the quality of these loops. But the big one does have a large size. And the loop is in the center, meaning there's not a lot of room you need to hang this, which is perfect. I like it. And the issue, I went back and forth about making a video on this, because the Country Bound is much better than these because of this loop. I never once was worried or concerned about the loops on the Country Bound breaking. And in my mind, one of the biggest advantages of this is being able to hang it and let it quick dry while you're getting ready to pack up and go. You know what I mean? So like the hanging feature is one of the most important features to me. And because these loops are so brittle, well, they seem so brittle, and I'm constantly worried about them breaking, I felt like it wasn't the best option. And so I kept looking and I couldn't find anything. And when I finally decided, you know what, I'd rather have the loop on the side and worry about it, because, you know, I haven't had any issues with it so far. And so I said, you know what, I'm going to make a video on this. Can't find it. They don't make it anymore. And so this isn't an option either. And that really bummed me out. And I've been on the search for a camp towel to replace those ever since, and to be honest with you, I haven't been able to find it. They just don't exist, I guess. And so if there's a towel company that wants to work with me to find that perfect towel system, I'd be happy to just share my input with you. But I do have two other options that I want to share with you, because so far right now all we have is one towel that's used to be expensive. I don't think it is anymore, and two that are out of business. So I bought these two with my own money. I bought that Gearus with my own money too. This is an Ozark Trail. So I will leave links to some of these in the description box down below. This one I won't, because this one's available at Walmart. So you should be able to go to your local Walmart and pick this one up. Now, all of these are easy to get back inside their little bag. Folding them, honestly, folding all of these is almost exactly the same. And the towels themselves, the thickness, the quality, the stitching, they're all very similar. And so the towels themselves, basically just comes down to size. And that's where the Ozark Trail kind of suffers. So the Ozark Trail was $5, like I said. And the only issues I have with this one is it's narrow the short way. The other towels are about 5 inches wider the short way. They're about the same length this way, but on the length side. And so if you're wrapping this around your waist, it's going to be really short. For girls, this doesn't work because it doesn't cover everything you would like it to cover. And the other thing is, again, it hangs from the corner. I can't find one that hangs from the middle. It hangs from the corner and it doesn't snap. Okay, it's just a fixed nylon loop. And so that is kind of a bummer for me because, like I said, I like to hang it from a branch, or the hook on the car really isn't a problem, but if you find a branch, you're not going to be able to wrap around it to hook. You're going to have to slide it on somehow. And with the sticks and twigs coming off the branch, it's a nightmare trying to get this thing on a part of the branch that's thick enough to where it doesn't bow down and have you dragging, because you already have to get it up high enough because it's hanging from the corner, and then you have to make sure that the branch doesn't sag down with it. Especially when it's wet, it can get heavy. And so I don't really like this one. The only advantage is the loop is nylon. It's a very robust loop, but it's hard to use because it doesn't open and wrap around things. So take that for what you will. Definitely not for girls, because it's not wide enough. And it's not, I don't really like it either because of the width, but it does cover me up if that's what you're worried about. Then I have the Quick Labs option as well. And this one's kind of cool because the large towel has a nylon or a elastic band. And so I don't need the pouch. I can just carry this like that and throw this in my bag, in my backpack, whatever. And it keeps everything together. And this comes with a rag with the loop on the corner. Again, these don't snap. These are sewn in. So it's a solid loop that doesn't open. And this is the part that really irritates me, because there's the hand towel, and the hand towel has the loop in the middle of the hand towel, which is perfect, because if I'm hanging the rag or the hand towel, they take up about the same amount of space. All right, this one, if I were to take this from the corner, most of this is on the table, right? But by hanging it from the middle, now they take up about the same amount of hanging real estate. I don't have to go up so high. And so they knew what they were doing, but when it comes to the large towel, the biggest of the towels, the one that takes up the most amount of room, they put it in the corner. So you have to come up with all this height or real estate to hang this thing. And because it's elastic, you not only have to worry about the branch bending down, you have to worry about the wind blowing this thing around as well. And so, again, it's not my favorite. I will link to them in the description box down below. Towel-wise, they're all pretty much the same. Folding them is all pretty much the same. Getting them in their packaging is all pretty much the same. The only advantage they seem to have is where the loop is located and the snap, being able to unbuckle it and wrap it around. Because even though this does have a loop, if you have a ridge line, you really can't hook this to a ridge line. So you're going to have to drape it over, and it's going to take up a lot of your ridge line. You know what I mean? And so having the loop to hang from is very convenient. It makes life very easy. But when it's closed like this, you kind of defeat the purpose of it. And so with that being said, leave any knowledge or questions in that comment section. Hopefully you guys have found a towel that meets my criteria. I want something that's microfiber, quick dry, and I want the large towel. So this is the Fox Outdoors with it in the corner. I want the large towel to have the loop that unsnaps, so I can wrap it around a branch, wrap it around a ridgeline, wrap it around whatever I need to wrap it around. It needs to be in the middle of the big one so that I can hang it in the door frame of my Jeep, the door frame of a car. If you're driving a car and you have the loop on the corner, most of your towel is going to be on the ground. Okay, if you hang it from the hook in the back, I like the width of this. It hangs perfectly in my Jeep door. And so if you find anything, please let me know. I will pay my own money. I will review it for you guys. And hopefully we can find a system just like this Country Bound. Because if we find it, I'm going to buy multiples of it. I learned my lesson the hard way. I wish I had more of these. I wish I would have bought them while they were still available. But I didn't. And so now I have to wait patiently for them to come out with something. And I plan to do that. So click over here to subscribe. Then there's a watch next video that YouTube thinks that you're going to enjoy. And hopefully we can continue to learn together.